to improve your prospects and get the lifestyle you deserve? If you're excited by the opportunity presented in this video, contact the person who introduced you to this presentation and start on the path that thousands of others have followed. Join our family and secure your future with New Image.
Everyone's immune system is different, but generally it becomes stronger during adulthood, as by this time we have been exposed to more pathogens and developed more immunity. Once an antibody has been produced, a copy remains in the body, so that if the same antigen appears again, it can be dealt with more quickly. There are two main parts of the immune system. The innate immune system, which you are born with. The innate immune system is the first line of defense. It patrols your body and is the first to respond when it finds an invader, and is particularly important in warding off bacterial and viral infections. The innate immune system is inherited and is active from the moment you're born. When your system recognizes an invader, it goes into action immediately. The acquired immune system, with help from the innate system, produces antibodies to protect your body from a specific invader. The antibodies stay in your body. It can take several days for them to develop, but after the first exposure, the immune system will recognize the invader and defend against it. The immune system keeps a record of every microbe it has ever defeated. This means it can recognize and destroy the microbe quickly if it enters the body again, before it can multiply and make you feel unwell. Some infections, like the flu and the common cold, have to be fought many times because so many different viruses or strains of the same type of virus can cause these illnesses. Catching a cold or flu from one virus does not give you immunity against the others. The cells of both parts of the immune system are made in various organs of the body, including bone marrow, the lymphatic system, your spleen, the thymus, white blood cells, and antibodies. How can you help your immune system? A healthy lifestyle helps your immune system to be in the best shape possible to tackle pathogens. Alpha-lipid lifeline colostrum provides vital immune and growth factors and essential vitamins and minerals. Its natural antibodies build immunity through gut health. A healthy gut wall means our bodies have a natural defense system, giving us the resistance we need to fight off bugs and viral infections, helping our bodies perform at their best. For more information about this, read our Healthy Living blog at www.newimage.asia. and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Let us take you. Let us show you around. This place, where wonder grows. Let shores of gold greet you, and islands lead to lakes. Where spirits of the land tell you tales. Let us take you by the hand and lead you to secrets hidden beneath green hills, where fruits of the land thrive, and your next ride is always close by. We will hoist you up high, carry you like a feather in the sky, to somewhere like nowhere you've ever seen. Our land will whisper your name. And tell you stories from ancestors long ago. So let it take you. Let it wake you from inside and show that your dreams are here. Wait and tell you stories from ancestors long ago. So let it take you. Let it wake you from
Earlier this year we met Alora, and she bravely bared her baggy skin to us
show
all.
that your
Alora.
dreams
Alora has
are
lost
here.
weight, continues to do so, but the result of this skin is
and tell you stories.
and a lot of anger.
So in
From
3 months'
ancestors
time, I
long
am
ago.
off to Los Angeles, Beverly Hills in fact.
Once in LA, Elora Hare will undergo a 6-hour operation in the hope of having her own before and after pics.
Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to commence in 4 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to commence in 3 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to commence in 2 minutes. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is about to commence in 1 minute. Please take your seats.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Clear tak suara saya?
Jelas.
Clear tak? Alhamdulillah.
Jelas.
Baik. Alhamdulillah. Malam ni hari ni Selasa 13 Jun. Kembali saya bertugas pada malam ni selepas beberapa bulan rehat, bulan bercuti. Alhamdulillah, saya nampak ada partisipan ramai malam ni masuk. Ada 35 orang setakat ni saya nampak. Alhamdulillah, selamat datang. Saya nak sebut satu-satu, selalu ramai. Ya. So, apa yang saya boleh nampak di sini, saya nampak di sini ialah partisipan dari merata tempat. Apa yang saya boleh sebut, ialah dari KL Selangor, of course. Kita ada daripada Thailand juga saya nampak ni. Akan nampak daripada Kota Baru, Kelantan juga, dan daripada seluruh Kelantan lah. Kita ada dari utara juga ni. Pada utara kita ada juga daripada beberapa tempat di selatan tanah air. Alhamdulillah, selamat datang. Okay, cuma sedikit masa lagi kita bagi ruang dan tempoh kepada rakan-rakan yang lain. Mungkin ada yang masih dalam perjalanan ataupun masih mencari-cari line seperti apa berlaku pada saya tadi. Cari line untuk masuk dalam Zoom ni, insyaAllah. So, bagi mereka sedikit masa, lebih kurang dalam 15 minit. Dan seperti yang ramai dah tahu, kita ada seorang guest speaker pada malam ni yang special, dibawakan khas. Sebelum kita nak menjemput speaker tu dan sebut sikit tentang speaker, guest speaker ni, saya nak sebut throwback sikit. Apa yang pernah saya highlight bila mana saya menjadi moderator pada 2 atau 3 bulan yang lepas. Saya pernah highlight dalam Zoom ini, dalam platform yang sama. Saya rasa dalam hari yang sama, waktu yang sama, bagaimana kita dalam bisnes ni melalui kita punya top leader dan beberapa orang leader yang lain akan membuat sesuatu dipanggil apa? Upgrade, setiap upgrade dalam kita punya Zoom platform ni. Dan ianya berlaku, saya nampak dalam beberapa bulan yang lepas ni pun banyak perubahan yang berlaku dan apa yang dijanjikan oleh Abang Nick dan Kak Rina kita especially-nya. Dan memang berlaku. Dan malam ini juga 13 Jun, sekali lagi sesuatu yang kita berjaya bawakanlah oleh Abang Nik dan Kak Rina ni, especially-nya seorang yang akan berkongsi dengan kita dalam lebih kurang dalam 45 minit sesuatu yang mungkin kita perlukan dalam bisnes ni. Dan saya nak kalau ada sesiapa yang boleh on camera, kalau tak boleh on camera, letak cermin yang sebelah tepi, tengok pada rupa anda, muka anda, bercakap dalam hati dengan satu semangat yang begitu tinggi, beritahu yang tengok cermin tu, tengok muka sendiri dan cakap dalam hati, inilah leader. Inilah yang saya cakap dulu, kita jangan keluar daripada Zoom ni, sentiasa support Selasa dan Jumaat setiap minggu, dan ianya akan sentiasa dapat manfaat untuk kita semua, sentiasa upgrade, dan ini yang berlaku. Dan bercakaplah pada diri kita sendiri yang akulah leader sebenarnya dalam bisnes ni, dan aku nak berjaya dalam bisnes ni. Macam tu. Boleh tak? Cuba on sikit speaker. Ada tak? Boleh tak? Boleh tak?
InsyaAllah.
Boleh.
Boleh, insyaAllah.
Boleh. Tak apa.
Pak Izz yang
Kita ada
pasal
42 orang, kita ada lagi masa dalam. Baik, kita ada 10 minit lagi. Boleh shoot satu message, boleh shoot satu WhatsApp, boleh shoot satu call, satu miss call boleh, kepada siapa yang kita rasa dalam kita punya konteks, dalam kita punya leads yang ada potensi untuk bersama-sama dengan kita dalam bisnes new image ini. Message kepada mereka sekarang, kita ada lagi 10 minit untuk menunggu mereka join. Jika tidak, kita akan terus start, kita akan terus invite kita punya guest speaker, dan pastinya ada banyak yang akan kita dapat pada malam ini, dan kita sediakan, bukan kalau boleh ni, wajib sediakan pen dan buku untuk catatan bersama apa yang akan disampaikan oleh guest speaker, apa yang akan berlaku pada malam ini di platform Zoom kita ni, insyaAllah. So, untuk permulaan ini, saya tak ada nak panggil siapa-siapa, jangan risau. Pada siapa yang ahli baru, selamat datang ke family, ke keluarga New Image ni, dalam grup Abang Nik dan Kak Rina ni. Pada leader-leader yang lama, selamat datang juga. Terima kasih kerana setia bersama kita. Dan saya nampak beberapa nama-nama ni yang memang pernah jadi sebutan, bukan saja di Zoom malam ni, tapi di Breakfast Club juga. Terima kasih. Ada juga beberapa nama yang hanya letak satu nombor saja, tak apa. It's okay. Our own business. Okay. Ada juga doktor, ya, selamat datang. Ada juga beberapa orang yang kita kenal, yang kita tak kenal, tak apa. Jika baru, saya nak semua dalam pada malam ini tenang, relax, santai. Tetapi points yang bakal kita catat, yang bakal kita catat cukup penting. Itu yang saya boleh beritahu. Itu yang boleh kita janjikan. 47 partisipan. Lebih kurang lagi 10 minit. Kita beri peluang kepada kita punya guest speaker untuk ready sekejap lagi sebelum saya invite. Okey, baik. Ada lagi, kita bagi ruang lagi. 47. Tak cukup lagi target kita. Boleh tak? Shoot lagi satu message WhatsApp peringatan, reminder kepada mereka untuk join kita. Dan saya nampak jika mereka tak dapat hadir pada malam ini, sukarlah untuk mereka faham apa yang bakal mereka capai mungkin, dan apa yang bakal mereka buat mungkin, dan apa cara, tips yang mereka bakal terlepas pada malam ini. Kita tak boleh nak bantu lagi dah. Okay. So, Alhamdulillah, terima kasih juga kepada komiti yang menyediakan platform Zoom ni lah. Ramai yang semua orang tahu, seperti Zack dan Banaj dan beberapa orang lagi. Dan terima kasih sebenarnya yang tak terhingga lah kepada kita punya leader, Abang Nik dan Kak Rina, yang sentiasa mencari idea lah untuk kita semua. Dan perlu ingat, sekali lagi saya highlight, ini ialah perniagaan. Ini bukan persatuan, bukan klub. Ini perniagaan. Dan betul, ini own business. Dan tetapi kita cuba terapkan pada malam ini, bermula malam ini, kita cuba terapkan disiplin. Dan saya boleh tabik lah, ramai yang join pada malam ini penuh disiplin dan begitu punctual. 52 orang. Masih ada sikit ruang lagi, sikit masa lagi. invite lagi seramai mungkin. Okay. Sebelum saya invite lah kita punya guest speaker. So guest speaker kita pun dah ada dalam ni, insyaAllah. Dan ada tak lagi rasa-rasa, cuba type dekat chat room tu, ada tak lagi yang masih kita expect grup-grup kita, kawan-kawan kita yang kita nak mereka join tapi belum join, ataupun masih lagi mencari platform Zoom ni, link Zoom ni, ataupun masih lagi menaip platform Zoom number yang banyak tu. Okay. Bagi kita yang dah biasa, alhamdulillah kita dah ingat nombor tu, kita dah hafal nombor tu. Kerana inilah tempat kita berkumpul, inilah tempat kita sharing, inilah tempat kita belajar, inilah tempat kita untuk dipanggil apa, untuk personal development. Dan ramailah kita nampak beberapa bulan yang lepas ni ada beberapa orang bercakap, sharing, dibagi tugas untuk dalam Zoom, dan alhamdulillah lah peningkatan itu menggembirakan sebenarnya. Baik. So kita ada sedikit masa lagi, okay, tak apa. Ada lagi tak sesiapa nak type dekat chat ni, tak ada masalah, boleh. Saya baca sikit lah. Okay. Baik. So memang saya nampak siapa yang ada dalam ni, saya nampak. Siapa yang baru pun saya nampak juga, tak apa. Siapa yang dah lama tak masuk ataupun beberapa hari tak masuk, masuk juga. Alhamdulillah, terima kasih banyak. Dan yang penting, masuk hari ini bukan untuk Abang Nik, bukan untuk Kak Lina, bukan untuk saya, tetapi untuk anda semua. Untuk semua, untuk kita belajar, dan apa yang berlaku sebelum-sebelum ini kita lupakan, apa yang kesilapan pernah kita buat kita lupakan. Bermula malam ini 13 Jun, berjanjilah daripada diri sendiri, kalau boleh kita terus bersama-sama dalam platform Zoom ini, dalam satu family seramai ini, dan kalau boleh lepas ni lebih bertambah, dan kita jadikanlah ini tempat kita berkumpul untuk kita sama-sama berjaya, insyaAllah. Okey, baik, kita ada lagi beberapa minit untuk hari ini. Okey, baik. Kalau kita flashback banyak sebelum ni, memang kita ada beberapa tentang produk, tentang testimoni, tentang of course tentang syarikat, tentang testimoni, tentang recognition. Tapi hari ini kita lebih kepada mengajar dari seorang yang banyak pengalaman, dari seorang yang bukan calang-calang. Dan alhamdulillah, tak kisah siapa pun kita pada malam ni, apa pun pangkat kita malam ini, tak ada masalah. Kita ada lebih kurang dalam 47 hari. Untuk apa? Untuk kita menyediakan diri kita, sama ada kita berjaya naik pentas atau tidak pada royalty akan datang. Banyak benda-benda perkara tu kita akan highlight lagi selepas kita punya guest speaker tamat berkongsi. InsyaAllah, stay tune, beliau akan berkongsi dalam masa 45 minit insyaAllah. Dan selepas itu saya akan open balik untuk kita ada dipanggil sesi bual mesra, insyaAllah. Jika nak menemani saya sebagai moderator. Okey. So, ada lagi 5 minit. Okey, kita tak nak highlight lebih sangat lagi. Agak-agaknya kita dah cukup dah masa kot. 58 partisipan, terima kasih banyak support. Dan anggaplah ini bukan untuk saya, ini bukanlah untuk kita punya leader, tapi untuk kita diri sendiri. Dan insya-Allah tidak mustahil, yakinlah setahun dari sekarang ataupun hujung tahun ini, lepas royalty pada bulan 12, pada royalty bulan 8, insya-Allah anda akan bertugas di sini, anda akan jadi somebody, anda akan naik pentas, insya-Allah. Jika kita fokus pada apa yang bakal disampaikan oleh kita punya regional karakter pada malam ini, saya rasa tidak ada mustahil. Mana-mana individu, mana-mana ahli, walaupun baru join, walaupun sebagai ahli biasa, walaupun baru join sebagai supervisor, insya-Allah ada harapan yang cukup tinggi untuk berada, dengar baik-baik, di atas pentas pada royalty bulan 8, insya-Allah. Okey, insya-Allah. Okey, baik. Saya tak nak buang masa banyak lagi sebenarnya, dan ready untuk pen dan buku untuk catat apa yang bakal disampaikan oleh guest speaker yang julung-julung kalinya juga, yang jarang-jarang dapat kita persembahkan, tampilkan dalam Zoom kita ini. Okay, baik. We are very proud of your present and ready to hear something very interesting tonight. I hand over the Zoom room. Welcome and give a round of applause to our Regional Director, Asia and Africa, Mr. Chris Cooper. Hi, Mr. Chris. Welcome, Mr. Chris.
First I unmute and hello,
Yes.
hello. Selamat malam, everyone.
Yes, selamat malam. Yeah. I hand over the Zoom room to you, Mr. Chris.
Thank you, because I'll do some slide screen sharing. I've got some slides to share with everyone tonight. And if you see me with a very red face, it is true because I am on holidays. I've taken 1 week of annual leave, but glad to join you. And I am in Koh Phanang. It's a Thailand island, and I've had a whole day on the beach. So I've got the matsale burnt face, but enjoying my break, but also enjoying being able to chat to you, because for me, this is a preparation call for a special meeting that we'll be doing next month in the south of Thailand. So I know this group, many from Malaysia. I think most of you are from southern Thailand. So I'm going to give a plug for what we'll be training on during this special session. But first, let me get the screen sharing going.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sorry, Chris. Do we have the translator robot?
I can put that on. You want for Bahasa Malay or for Thai?
Bahasa, no Thai. Bahasa.
Okay. Well, let me do that because my slides.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So let me change this. Okay, language. And this is how you do it. If you watch everyone, this is amazing technology. Subtitle. Okay, so language is Thai. I'm going to change this to, I think they call it Malay. So we're going to change to Malay. Okay, I know if you're on your phone, it doesn't work so well. Okay, so sharing, how does this work? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
and,
okay, jadi.
Oh, here we have, this is working, Bahasa at the bottom. And do you see my screen in full screen now?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, technology is working.
Cool.
Bagus. Okay, so
Bagus.
I'm chatting for 40 minutes, giving you a bit of a company overview, because I know we have many new people on the call, but I see we have 60 participants. And I'm also going to give you a bit of a leadership and update, speaking about recruitment and sponsoring, but particularly I'm going to give you a teaser for what we're going to be talking about at our upcoming meeting. So first of all, this is the promotion for this event. And thank you. That Ahmad, I think, speaking beforehand, thank you for your words and for your generous introduction. Now, a little bit about me, my background. I've been doing kind of this exact job for the past 25 years. So my specialty is MLM management in this exact region, the Asia Pacific and Africa region. And here are some of the companies that I've worked for, full-time consulted with, and maybe you know some millennium. I was about 1996 or 7. I began with Tahitian noni juice, which was Mirinda. And then I've worked with Agile, that was very big. Free Life, did Himalayan goji juice. Monavi, did the acai juice. Site Talk was a group out of Singapore. I lived there for a year. Jeunesse was the last 11 years for me, and now with New Image. So that's where I've developed my skills. And now, of course, I am with New Image. So let me first, for the new people on the call, I'll give you a bit of an introduction to New Image, who we are, where we have come from, but most of all, what we are planning for our future. So welcome to New Image Thailand, from New Zealand to the world. And I've got some Thai subtitles here, or translations to help. So yeah, tonight we're covering English, we've got the Bahasa, and we've got the Thai. Everyone should be happy tonight. So New Image Company, we were founded in 1984, and we are a New Zealand based company, but now global, all around the world. Oh, Okay, and what are we? What's our specialty? We're a health company. We've got a range of healthcare products, but a lot of companies have soaps and shampoos and even protein powders. Our differentiator is we have medical grade colostrum processing and technology. So our key differentiator is colostrum, and our catchphrase is health, wellness, and colostrum. Our founder is this man, Mr. Graham Clegg, and he has the name or the nickname, the Colostrum King, we call him. He did not invent colostrum. Allah or God invented it. Whoever made the first mammal, who gave the first breastfeeding, the first milk, that was colostrum. So colostrum's always been around, but Graham has developed certain technology, proprietary technology, to make colostrum more available. Our colostrum comes from cows. Usually they only produce a limited amount, but cows nowadays can produce more. And we have special processes to make the colostrum more available for adult digestive tract, special treatment to make it last longer. So that technology we attribute to Graham Clegg, the Colostrum King. And he is the pioneer of the global colostrum industry, which started in 1984. Okay, so new image, we're changing the world. One step at a time, one day at a time, and one product at a time. Let me show you the world as it looks right now, because our world is changing quite fast. Even though we're an almost 40-year-old company, you can see here the dots where we currently have offices. So these are our open markets, and not all markets have an office, but on the left-hand side, you'll see some recent additions. First of all, Cambodia. We just opened, or we're in the process of opening up Cambodia right now. Have an office will be opening in a few more weeks, official on July, South Korea. Now, down the bottom, we have Europe. We have 2 offices we just opened up in Europe. We have opened up France, that's more connected with Nutrimedics, but also in Greece, a new office and country manager in Greece. And then India is the current one I am working on, working with Graham and Rod. We think India could be a big part of our future, and we're looking at an India opening in 2024. So you can see the landscape for new image. Even though we've been around for a long time, we are still growing fast, growing rapidly, with great plans for expansion. So our events are also growing. I want to change this picture because I'm getting new pictures now from Vietnam showing massive audiences. In Vietnam right now, they're getting about 6,000 people at every event. And we're not talking about a national event, I'm talking about regional events. And last month they had four different events in 4 cities, and each of those cities had about 6,000 people in it. So 6 4 is 24,000. So around more than 20,000 people attended new image events in Vietnam in the last month. That's incredible. We're famous. What we're also with is we've been in that for quite some time, but in 2018, we're number 72 position. Then in 2019, we became the number 52 position. 2020, we grew, we jumped all the way up to number 32. And remember what happened in 2020. That was COVID, that was pandemic, that was lockdown. It was devastating for many companies, and even many companies in our industry suffered massive sales losses. But we grew, and we grew strong. I think the world knew they needed to boost their immune systems, and one of the best things to do that with is colostrum. So we went from number 52 to number 32. 2021, again, still pandemic, we grew again up to number 30. And then 2022, our last trading year, we grew, jumped up to number 26 position. So we've had constant, very good, strong, steady growth. And that's mostly because of a few things. One, our leaders, our compensation plan, also our product range. So let me just tell you a little bit about our product range. I'm not going to any depth. That's not what this call's about tonight. But we have 4 main categories. We have colostrum-based products. We have nutritional products. We've got skincare products, and a really great weight management range as well, with weight management products. I think most of the people on the call tonight are from Thailand and Malaysia. And you're in two of the luckiest countries. You have the widest selection. I think almost all of these products, and maybe a couple of extra, you have available in both of those markets. So what do these products do? Well, they do a range of things, but mostly what we do, we are an anti-aging company. We have products for good health, good nutrition, good skincare, and these are all about slowing down or stopping or even reversing the aging process. So it's anti-aging science. So we say with aging, it's a fact of life, but looking your age is not. You do not have to look as old as your driver's license or birth certificate says that you are. So aging, it happens naturally. You cannot stop aging, but there is things that you can do with anti-aging to slow down or even reverse biological aging. So chronological, you have no control over. Your birth certificate tells you when you're born exactly how old you are, but your body can either be older or younger than the average of most people your age. That's the biological age. So what ages our body? Well, every day we're exposed to aging factors such as sunlight, toxins, smoking, alcohol, pollution, chemicals. All of these things can cause our body's cells to age more rapidly than they would otherwise. And this is mostly through what we call free radical damage. So there's things that you can do to stop or reverse free radicals. Our body has some ability, but there's different things we can do, particularly with dietary supplementation, things like antioxidants that help to fight free radical damage. So through a lot of science and technology, we've studied, we've got a whole host of doctors who know all about stem cells, things like telomeres, resveratrol, anti-aging, all of these antioxidants, all these things that help us to reverse cellular aging. And that's a whole other presentation on each of our products. So what's our goal? Well, our goal is to slow down or reverse aging. And we follow the leading science. And science right now says that the first person to live to 142 years old has already been born. And that seems unfathomable now, but 100 years ago, people weren't really living to 100. It's only really in probably the last 50 years that people are living to 100. And now it's not uncommon for people to reach 110. And even you hear stories of people 116, I think up to 120 almost right now. So yes, in another 100 years, the people being born today will probably most likely easily live to be over 100, but some with really good diet and lifestyle and genes can make 142. So we can be living older and longer thanks to advances in science, medicine, healthcare, but particularly nutrition. So one of the key ingredients that scientists are looking at is colostrum. It's been around since the beginning. It's the first food that all mammals have been taking our entire existence. We call it life's first and most precious food. Colostrum is the foundation of your immune defense. When we live in our mother's stomach in the womb during pregnancy, the mother's body has a great effect to protect us in the womb, but also we kind of borrow from the mother's immune system. The mother's immune system protects us, but the moment the baby enters into the world, that baby is bombarded with pathogens, things that can make us sick, such as mold, yeast, bacteria, viruses. All of these things we're exposed to, but our body has an ability to fight them. It's called our immune system. The stronger the immune system we have, the better our ability to fight against all these pathogens. But with a weakened immune system, we can develop like autoimmune diseases, or in some cases, people can get almost no immune system. We then become more susceptible to pathogens, and pathogens make us sick. COVID was a result of a virus. Viruses are everywhere. Some viruses are worse than others. Viruses mutate, but our body has a natural defense mechanism to fight against the viruses that bombard us every day. But some viruses are new, some viruses are stronger. The same with bacterias. We have some like antibiotics that fight some bacteria, but now they're talking about antibiotic resistant bacteria. So that's the constant battle that we have with our immune system and with science and the drugs that they invent. But colostrum is natural. It's the natural foundation of our immune system. And scientifically and theoretically, the more we take this in adult life, the greater it can boost our natural immune system. So what is not all is very, very different from milk. It comes about through similar mechanisms to milk, and indeed from a lactating mammal, after a few days it does become milk, but that first milk, I use that term loosely, that the first milk is not milk, it is colostrum. So colostrum is rich in vitamins, minerals, growth factors, antibodies, digestive enzymes. All of these things help build a strong immune system. And there's also many clinical trials, over 16,000 clinical trials on colostrum. So here's a breakdown of colostrum. What is in colostrum? So in our alpha lipid lifeline, and it is not pure colostrum, it's a mix. I think it's about 20% active bioactive colostrum powder. And of that 20% on the right-hand side, you can see the breakdown. Now, I don't understand all the science of this. Some words are familiar, like albumin, I know, but the lactoperoxidase and lactoferrin, this is all the stuff that gives the colostrum its real punch, the active ingredients to help, boost our own, stimulate our own immune system. So within Lifeline here, what is it? Who should take it? Well, we say that it is for everyone. It is for every person, every day, every family. It is a food product. It's not a medicine. I think in both countries I'm referring to tonight, Thailand and Malaysia, it's listed as a food or a dietary supplement. Some countries force us to put different things on labels. Some countries we have to say not for children. Some countries says not for mothers or lactating women, but all of those things is a country-specific requirement. It changes country by country, but it is basically a milk protein formula with multivitamins and minerals with colostrum. So every person, every family, every day. Now, the amazing new image vehicle to wealth creation and lifestyle. I'm going to talk a little bit soon about the business side more. There's other people who do a whole lot better job talking about the compensation plan. I thought I'm not even going to talk compensation plan tonight. Other people are really expert at talking about the science and the breakdown of the products, and that's a whole other presentation. But I want to give a bit of an intro to what we are going to be talking about the next time I see most of you or many of you in person in southern Thailand.
Absolutely.
So let me,
Chris, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, we lost your translation.
I did see that. I'm getting a notice saying slow connection, and I wonder if that's to do it. Let me just try one thing, because it did. So it is set English into Malay language, but I think my bandwidth is causing this problem. Okay, well, this is kick-started again. Let me see. Okay, we've got some bahasa coming. Sikit-sikit lama-lama jari bukit. Hey, well, it's not going to translate my bahasa into English back into bahasa. Okay, powerful leadership and sponsoring is what we're going to be talking about. So let me I just got the flyer tonight. This is called Changing Your Future. So Saturday, the 15th of July, in Yala Rama Hotel, South Thailand. It's from 1300 to 1 o'clock to 6 p.m. And we have these international leaders coming down the bottom. We've got Mr. Daniel Griffin on the left, top leader from Australia, one of our top diamonds. And then also one of our superstars from Vietnam, Mr. Dang Van Diep. He's doing amazing things. Particularly in Cambodia, also Thailand. You got me in the middle, and of course the couple that you love, Nick and Moharina on the right. So a real powerful lineup of speakers coming down to South Thailand to do open meeting, I think an opportunity meeting, and also on Sunday the 16th, some leader training. So that's my plug for this one. Now, what I'm going to do is for the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a bit of an insight, a teaser into what we're going to talk about, because as I've talked to all the Thailand staff, but also Nick and Moharina, they gave me some ideas on what we feel our leadership needs at this time. So we've talked a lot about, just introduction to new image. You're over that. You're beyond that. You've had many introductions. You've had training on products. We're going to talk about leadership, but I'm particularly going to focus on sponsoring and recruitment, but also we're going to go to social media. We're going to tell you how you can build with social media. And one of the best people in the world doing this right now is Daniel Griffin. So we're flying him all the way from Australia to come join us to talk about how he has built a very global international business using social media. So let me just share you a few of my slides in preparation for that. So first of all, I want to talk about leadership, because our top leaders, all the people that I showed you, Nick and Moharina, they're all fantastic leaders. I think Nick and Moharina, you're more than 20 years or maybe 30 years, you were telling me, with New Image, and you have stayed strong all of this time. You are the foundation of Malaysia. You introduced the business to Malaysia, and you never give up. So I will be talking about good leader, what it takes to have, to be a good leader, good leadership qualities, and you can read some of these around the outside circle. I'm not going to go into any great depth right now. What does it take to build? Nick and Moharina, they have probably given the same presentation 10, 100, dozens of times. A lot of it is repetition. Do the basics, and you learn the basics, learn about the products. We can give you a PowerPoint. You've got a few slides or brochures, and then you just start to do the same thing again and again, become a master of repetition. So a lot of this business building is sharing, is repetition. You introduce people to Lifeline, they take Lifeline, they get results. You let them know how they can get it wholesale by becoming a supervisor or a member, they get better discounts. And then you teach them how that they can build the business themselves. And then what you're doing is duplicating. You don't want to be running your team and everyone reporting to you for their lifetime. The ultimate goal is to duplicate yourself, meaning you teach other leaders what they need to do in order to kind of, break free, leave the nest, go on their own and build their own teams and break off. So this is what we call duplication. And that, frankly, is what we're not doing very well right now. A lot of people are selling well, retailing well, and I actually think a lot of people are also recruiting well, or signing up people, that we're not generating or breaking off, strong leaders. Nick and Moharina in particular, they've carried a lot of the weight of our business in Malaysia and southern Thailand for many years. But they would love to see some of their top leaders rise up to greater heights and start to be able to break away with their own teams and not leave, but have all of the skills and the ability that they can do their own training, their own meeting, to stand up in front of other groups and teach. So this is one of the greatest MLM leaders and trainers in the world. His name is Randy Gage. I like him a lot. I've worked with him a few times. Randy says success without duplication is merely future failure in disguise. So you can have success, but if you are not having success with duplication in the long term, well, you're going to fail, or you're not going to have the greatest success. Duplication is the key to to top leadership, to top success in this business. So I'm going to be talking about duplicate, the same old thinking, the same old results. A lot of people are stuck in a rut. A lot of people feel, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not having great results. I've been talking to my friends. I've been, sharing. I'll give you some, you think differently so that you can start to see some different results. I'm going to talk a little bit about unity as well, to be, cohesive with one team. Our catchphrase is health, wellness, and colostrum. I'm also going to talk about the importance of events. As top leaders, you need to be at events. You need to be sponsored. Getting your downline to come to events. You need to be Nick and Marina, and you know what? They're on this call again tonight. They're setting a good example. You need to come to Bali. Now, that's probably not, I don't have to twist your arm to come to that one, but Bali is a fantastic event. We have our annual retreats. I don't know where it's next year, but it's going to be decided and announced soon. So make sure that you are at events wherever possible. On the right-hand side, again, we've got an event coming up. This is your chance to show your example of leadership, to come to South Thailand, to attend this event, and to hear from all of these global leaders coming to give you this training. Okay, I'll be talking about enrolling. We're going to give some tips on how to enroll. I think enrolling is one of the most important things you can do. It's what feeds your business. It's what keeps your business alive. You need to realize that not everyone will join your business. And of those who do join, unfortunately, the majority will not still be with you in 6 to 12 months. A lot of people will drop out after they've bought some products or tried a little bit of sharing. They change their mind. So we always need to focus on enrolling, speaking to as many people as possible, because it's a kind of sorting process. As a leader, you need to give the best example you can give by also enrolling. Enrolling determines the energy of your group. When your group is enrolling, they're having its activity, they're having great results, they're energized. And I do find that enrolling fixes most problems. When people are not enrolling or not having success with enrolling, you focus more on other problems, people, letting you down, or the company did this, or I got a can in the mail that had a dent in it. Those things become top priority. They're all distractions. But when you're enrolling, most other problems shrink into insignificance. So excuses with enrolling. I'm going to give you some tips on how to overcome these excuses. If you're not enrolling, and when people aren't really doing business or enrolling, it's usually, well, why not? They say, well, I can't sell. I'm not very good at selling, or I'm too shy. My personality is, I'm not the type of person who can really sell to my friends. Some people even say, look, I don't know anybody. I'm not that social. I've spoken to my family and they're not so interested. So I don't know anyone to speak to. Some people say, look, I've never done this before. Many people join New Image and this is the first time they've done direct selling or MLM. That's okay. And some people even say, I have spoken to everyone I know. Well, maybe that's true, but then you need to get to know more people, and that's not hard. So I'll be talking about how to overcome some of these challenges. And this is really important too. And I'm learning more about this. My general manager from Philippines kind of gave me a lecture on this, because I do use the word enrolling a lot. I use the word in recruiting. And he said, Chris, I much prefer the word sponsoring. And he said, I'll tell you why. And he said, because sponsoring is when you enroll someone. Enrolling literally means you just sign them up, you make them join. When you recruit, you're getting people to kind of work for you. When you recruit for the army, you recruit for your business, you're just bringing people in. But sponsoring has a different meaning. It means that you're bringing people in, but working with them, helping them, supporting them, training them. And I thought, you're right. I want to start using the word sponsoring more and more. When I was a young kid, we sponsored a child in Africa through World Vision. And what that meant is, over those few years, my family made a commitment that we would be sending a certain sum of money to help that child to get educated. Sometimes we'd package some books or other things. So, it was a long-term commitment that we made to sponsor that person, to advance them and to help with their overall welfare. And I thought that's what we need to be doing in this business too, talking more about sponsoring, thinking more about sponsoring as opposed to just enrolling and recruiting, because that is not helping people stay for the long term. Okay, I'm also to talk about some of the changes of our industry. If you began MLM 20, 30 years ago, if your mom or someone else did like Avon or even Amway in the early days, it was door-to-door selling, but that's so gone now, particularly with COVID. That killed this business. And COVID also really affected this business as well. There's a bunch of ladies sitting around selling Tupperware. Well, MLMs, there's still MLMs around that sell through what we call party plan, but they're really not doing well. And unfortunately, greats like Tupperware was one of the biggest companies in MLM, always for 20, 30 years. And right now, they're on the verge, or I think they are bankrupt, actually. They've shut down in many countries. They withdrew from New Zealand, and like Avon as well, shut down in Australia. These great companies just are really struggling because of their chosen method of sales, which is originally door-to-door and then party plan. So how do we sell now? What is the future? The future has changed. It's no longer door-to-door or party plan. The term I use is influencer, and this is really the key of what we're going to train on. This is what Daniel will be coming, because he's one of the best at speaking about influencer marketing. So what is an influencer? Well, social media has really popularized this term, but maybe you know some influencers, and if you don't, your children probably know someone. Everyone's heard of the Kardashians, but consumers now are responding more to influencers than they are to television commercials, radio commercials. Influencers are people that we know personally, or people that we know through social media, or celebrities who say things, who endorse things and sell. So some of these stats around the side: 20% of women will consider purchasing products supported by influencers. 68% of consumers trust online opinions from other consumers. I'm traveling right now, and when I pick a hotel, I'm going to places I've never been before. I go to Agoda or Trivago or hotels.com, and I look at the reviews. And I don't just read singular reviews. I look at the composition of reviews, that because they give you a score sometimes out of 5 or out of 10. And I really just pick a hotel that has the highest average reviews from the most amount of people. So generally I put the settings to 8.0 and above. And then I look at the hotels where, because like 1 or 2 people giving a 10, I think is fake. But if there's like 200 or more people who've given it an 8, that's good enough for me. That's my research. So what I'm doing, I am purely trusting the online opinion from other consumers. So that's how the world is changing. People under 32 spend a lot of time on social media digesting peer-written content. Millennials are spending 6 hours a day on the phone right now, looking at opinions and reviews. Most people now traveling, choosing flights, choosing hotels, even choosing fashion, are looking for influencers. And that applies for nutrition as well. Weight loss gurus, nutrition gurus, different people saying, this is what I take, this is the remedy I'm taking, this is what I took to lose weight. So what is a social media influencer, and how do I become one? And maybe a couple of you are, maybe you've thought, I need to do better with my social media presence. And so really, I'm going to train a lot on this particular topic, how you can become an influencer. Now, I know some of you are saying, I don't want to do this. Social media is not for me. Then maybe you don't think you are an influencer, but let me tell you, if you have any of these accounts, and maybe you recognize the symbol, if you have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, or YouTube account, then you already are an influencer. If you are posting, if you are sharing, if you have any type of social media group, then you are an influencer, because you are sharing comments and opinions. But most of you, all of you, can probably do it a whole lot better. Now, some of you are thinking, Chris, I don't like what you're saying. It's too hard. I'm unfamiliar. Well, I'm going to give you some really good and easy tips to show you how you can do it. So to become an influencer, all you need to do is tell your story. Tell your story, tell your story, tell your story. I've got it there 3 times. And how and where do you tell your story? Well, there's so many social media channels right now. Look at all of these symbols here. I think I probably know half of them, but different countries have different chat groups that are unique to them and their audience. So there's all these channels here that you can tell your story. Now, what does it mean to tell your story? What types of stories do you share, and how do you share them? So we'll really focus on this on our next training. But here's some examples on the left. This is one lady from Vietnam. This is just one video she did. I'm having a look. It's a 7-minute video that she posted. It has 118,000 views already. 118,000. She's just talking about Lifeline. I looked at our corporate social media page, and I think honestly, New Image Corporate, we can do a whole lot better. The most popular one that I found was this one here on the right. preparing a drink of Alpha Lipid Lifeline. This one had 89,000 views. So I reposted that on my Facebook page. It's very simple. It's just a video and it shows you, get a scoop or two, mix it with water or milk, shake, shake, shake. Really simple, but 89,000 views for that one. Have a look at this one on the left. Now, this is not new image. This is actually from my last company. My last company introduced this cream that you just put on your skin under your eyes and it gets rid of the eye bags. There was this one lady in Canada. She did a demonstration. She said, okay, I'm going to try this product. She got it. She tapped it on her eyes and she watched, for about a couple of minutes and the wrinkles disappeared. Anyhow, this thing went viral. It went like all around the world. You can see at the bottom, 2.3 million views. And I tell you, this one video that she did, it went for 2 minutes. This made her a multi-millionaire. She became one of the top leaders in, or the company was Jeunesse. She became a diamond in Jeunesse. Of the 2.3 million people, many said, where is it? How is it? I want it. All she did was she said, go to this website. This is my number. Order it. And she became a multi-millionaire just from this one video. Now, others, there's the potential to do that. I haven't seen anyone in New Image with that amount of success yet, but I'll show you a couple of highly successful ones. There's a gentleman from, I think, the Philippines. He's a nurse, and he's posted a number of videos. This one's promoting good health through alpha lipid colostrum from Lifeline. It's a 3-minute video. On the left here, this one has 21,000 views. I think this is Vietnam as well, Alpha Lipid Lifeline. Now look at this one on the right. This is really fascinating, and I only learned about this recently when I was in Indonesia. A young lady showed me. She showed me this one video she posted. This is on TikTok. She filmed a lady giving her testimonial about taking Lifeline. She had a condition with GERD, GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disorder, so acid coming up, and she took Lifeline and it helped. So that one video on TikTok has had over 669, so almost 700,000 views. And let me tell you more about this one, how it works as a case study. So number one, maybe you're thinking, I don't have a strong story. Nor does this girl who posted it. This is not her story. This is her account. She filmed one of her customers telling her story, and she posted then on her social media account. Now, it wasn't a one-off. This is her page. You can go there and you can follow. But what I want you to see is the number of videos she has posted, and I don't think any of these are of hers. All she does is she films other people's stories, other people's testimonials, and then she uploads them. It's kind of hit and miss. The first one, only 1,500 views. Well, that's still a lot. But something happened. The second one achieved almost 20,000 views. And then again, 1,200, 1,900, 1,000, 2,000, then 3,000. Then something happened. This one blew up 16,000. But it's this last one. So this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Her 12th video is the one that went wild. Her 12th video has 700,000. And the way this works is they've been selling like crazy. So people see this, contact them and say, I want to buy this product she's talking about. And then they do the retail sale, first of all. But of course, they also try and recruit them. Now, the person who is posting these is a young girl. She's not a top leader, but her father is one of the top leaders. Her father, his name is Johnny, and Johnny's one of the top leaders in Indonesia, but Johnny is not good on social media. Johnny has built New Image the old school way, but fortunately, his daughter runs this page. The daughter does what Johnny can't do, but the daughter then gives the leads to Johnny, and then Johnny does his thing. So if you're lost on social media, if what I'm talking about is just not working, and I know, I tried to get my parents on social media, they just get it wrong more than right most of the time. I'm also of an age where I'm just okay. I'm not the best at social media. I'm still doing Facebook. I'm not good with Instagram, but recruit your kids. You all know someone who's really good on social media. You all know someone, maybe in your family, who can film someone else telling a story and can upload it to TikTok and share it over the platforms. What you want is someone to do the social media for you if you can't do it yourself, and then to give you the lead so that you can do what you do best, which is selling the product. So I'll talk more about that method as well, recruiting your kids to help you with social media. So all of these things, you just need to do it. Give it a shot. As you saw with those videos, film people, share it. Don't spam, but there's so many platforms that you can share social media, and that's really the way of the future. It's influencing, how to do influencing, to grow your business, and then never give up. Things that have been crazy the last few years, but we see leaders really coming through now. We had great challenges with New Image, but you saw we've grown and we've grown and grown. We've grown consistently all these years up to number 26 position. Some people who've joined us in the early days, like Nick and Moharina, they've never given up. And their income may have gone up and down a little bit, but in the long term, they know that this is one of the best businesses they can be doing. They've built a very enviable lifestyle through New Image. They've probably had more failures than success. More people say no than yes, but you keep plodding along, and that's how you get some great success. Now, the last thing, my time's running out. The last thing I want to mention is this new product, because I'm so excited about this for Malaysia, because it's actually going to be released in Malaysia. This will be the world release. And I hope it's a few months away, but it's going really fast now. This is a resveratrol enhanced natural antioxidant gel. It is one of the most trending dietary supplements in the world right now. This particular type of product has sold billions of dollars. And what we have done, we have developed the most potent, strongest formula available. It is much more stronger, much more bioavailable than anything any of our competitors are doing. And we actually have the science and facts sheet to show you how. What we have done, we put the world's most powerful antioxidant formula together. It is a combination of, first we get 15 different super berries. You can see them named here in a special proprietary blend that we then ferment to boost the nutritional profile. And then we add another 2 super berries after that, sea buckthorn as well as black pepper, that really adds an extra wham, boosts the bioavailability by more than 200% further. And that gives us a really, really strong antioxidant product with the power of resveratrol. And I've got a whole 2-hour presentation just on resveratrol. So get ready for that, Malaysia, because you're getting it first. That'll be released there first. Look, if things go really well, it may even be about 3 months away. So that's what I'm hoping for. So thank you for letting me join you tonight. I hope I've teased you like crazy, teased you enough that you will come to these meetings coming up in next month in South. So Nick and Moharina, your job is to promote it as much as possible. I've got the flyer now in Thai. We'll get it in English. We'll get it in Bahasa. We want that to be big meetings, because we've got Daniel from Australia. We've got David from Vietnam. We've got myself, leaders from Malaysia coming up, and we're going to give you the best training you've ever had on how to grow your business through social media and how to be better leaders. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Chris, for sharing, which is very meaningful for everyone tonight. Maybe we'll be able to invite again. So, invite again for our next session. So, saya menjemput sekali Banik dengan Kak Rina. Maybe boleh sepatah dua kata ataupun memberi sedikit ucapan terima kasih kepada guest speaker kita, jemput Banik dan Kak Rina. Ada?
Oh ya, ada, tapi itu tempat gelap. Chris, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Terima kasih.
Alhamdulillah. So we want to continue this trend, Chris, probably every 2 weeks or at least once a month, Chris,
And I will join you. I will be here. It'll be my pleasure. There's a lot more training where that came from.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like what you have mentioned. Terima kasih, Chris. Dan you all tahu sekarang kita bukan saja dapat support daripada local office, we have international office pun tolong support kita, bagi kita perspektif yang lebih besar tentang bahawasanya ini bukan bisnes di Malaysia saja, is involved Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines and whatnot. So maknanya kita besarkan sedikit kita punya perspektif. Maknanya jangan lepaskan peluang, because we have the opportunity to become the pioneer. Yeah, so better grab this opportunity. Terima kasih semua. Terima kasih Faiz.
Itu saja Banik. Terima kasih banyak. So Karina ada ke nak sepatah dua kata ke untuk malam ni?
Hi Chris. Thank you so much Chris for the what we call that information and sharing tonight. And we look forward for another session with you and also Daniel. Thank you for spending time with us tonight. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Karina, Banik. Yeah, of course. Tonight also we are our participant also from Thailand, also Mr. Chris from Thailand, from Malaysia, around Malaysia, okay, Sabah dan Sarawak. So okay, baik, kita balik kepada bahasa kita, bahasa Melayu kita insyaAllah. So terima kasih banyaklah pada semua yang hadir. So ada sedikit mungkin ada yang nak sharing sikit tentang apa yang berlaku pada hari ini, pada malam ini. Dan seperti yang saya sebut pada permulaan tadilah, kita memang akan menyediakan lepas pada ini, bukan di malam ini saja, lepas pada ini insyaAllah. Apa yang Abang Nik dan Kak Rina pernah inform saya baru-baru ni ialah apa, selepas pada ini, setiap sesi Zoom kita, insyaAllah akan kita tampilkan pelbagai lagi kejutan-kejutan ke, ataupun sesuatu yang memang kita tunggu selama ni, memang ataupun dia tak pernah kita tampilkan, insyaAllah.
Yes.
Cuma dia apa yang kita boleh.
Setuju Faiz.
Ya.
Mungkin boleh sedikit mencelah, sorry Faiz.
Boleh,
ya?
boleh.
Bahawasanya kita next week, ya, minggu depan hari Selasa waktu yang sama, kita akan menjemput top income earner di Malaysia, iaitu Steffi Teo.
Yeah.
Minggu depan. Tajuk Abang Nik setuju dengan dia. I am Steffi, tiru macam saya.
Baik, Manik. Maknanya Manik, sesi depan pada hari Selasa 20 hari bulan, selepas waktu pagi itu kita ada sesi training di office ya. So malam juga training di Zoom lah ya Manik ya.
Yes.
Baik. Terima kasih
so,
Manik.
Yeah, maknanya kita semua yang 60 ni kena wajib join. Kalau boleh bawa orang lain suruh dia dengar sama ya. This is the best yang kita tunggu-tunggu lah. Terima kasih Faiz.
Okay, terima kasih Manik. Ya, untuk 20 hari bulan masa saya pernah highlight sebelum ni, ya kita ada training. Mungkin boleh siapa nak datang untuk training tu, mungkin boleh tanyalah kepada siapa yang bawa anda pada malam ni dan ataupun yang pernah bawa anda dalam bisnes ni, atau mungkin boleh tanya direct kepada Kak Rina insyaAllah. Dan benda yang akan berlaku pada minggu depan hari Selasa 20 hari bulan, ya memang kita akan sediakan, dan bukan saya lah, tapi komiti yang jawatan kuasa tetap yang berputus lumus selama ni sepanjang Zoom ni lah, bukan hari ni sajalah, sepanjang Zoom selama ini, dan mereka berputus lumus lah untuk menyediakan mungkin platform ini yang kita boleh guna pakai, bukan untuk sekarang saja, untuk akan datang juga insyaAllah. Dan seperti yang Bani highlight tadi ialah next week Selasa minggu depan kita ada Steffi Teo, dan kalau boleh lock kalender anda. Sebelum itu kita ada juga pada hari Jumaat ini sesi Zoom, dan insyaAllah ada lagi orang lain yang bertugas insyaAllah, dan supportlah mereka, supportlah siapa saja yang bertugas. Dan yang paling penting, ingat nombor ini, ingatlah platform link ini, simpan, dan kita boleh setiap kali hari Selasa dan Jumaat kita kena join, sebab di sinilah kita berkumpul, di sinilah kita bersama-sama dengan semua orang. Yang saya nampak macam saya highlight sebelum start tadi, ramai juga yang baru join, alhamdulillah yang lama join, dan kalau boleh saya dah screenshot tadi berapa ramai yang join, nama-nama yang join, alhamdulillah. Kalau boleh stay tune sehingga bila? Sehingga kita berjaya. So banyak sebenarnya event-event yang kita sediakan. Okey, cuma saya nak panggil mungkin sharing, sebab kita ada sikit gangguan tadi technical dari segi line. Mungkin kita boleh invite seorang dua, mungkin volunteer lah, diamond executive ke, kita punya leader-leader yang lama ke, boleh share dengan saya apa yang kita dapat catatkan, apa yang kita dapat catatkan pada malam ni, sesuatu yang bukan mungkin dah, wajib lah untuk dapat manfaat pada semua orang yang datang. Pada tadi saya dapat 65 orang. Okay, sebenarnya kita punya sesi dah tamat, tak apa. Siapa yang ada masa nak keluar, rehat, tak ada masalah. Tapi siapa rasa this is your own business, inilah bisnes sendiri yang you nak bersama-sama dengan semua orang, dengan leader-leader yang ada dalam ni, dan untuk bersama-sama setiap minggu, 2 kali seminggu, dan kita akan highlight setiap kali event di mana bukan saja di platform Zoom ni, tetapi juga di platform office, contohnya besok malam, dan juga pada setiap hari di Breakfast Club. So apa yang saya nak tampil kat sini, apa yang saya catat, ada juga yang orang lain lebih faham tentang apa yang kita mendapat pada malam inilah, tentang powerful of leadership lah, sponsoring, recruitment lah, pasal macam-macam, unity, event, duplication, repetition. So sebenarnya apa yang ditampilkan, apa ilmu yang present oleh Mr. Chris juga, sebenarnya kita dah dapat lama juga daripada Abani dan Karina. Cuma malam ini kita dapat special daripada orang Australia, daripada kita punya regional director Asia and Africa. So you boleh tulis siapa tu Mr. Chris Kupon. You boleh tulis, at least kita boleh tulis dalam jadual kita, dalam perjalanan kita nak berjaya ni, dalam perjalanan kita untuk naik atas pentas ni, dalam perjalanan kita untuk mencapai apa saja lepas pada ni, at least kita tahu tarikh-tarikh tertentu 13 Jun contohnya, hari ini kita dapat sesuatu yang daripada siapa. Mungkin akan datang untuk hari Jumaat, kita akan dapat kita tulis dalam kalender kita, dipanggil perjalanan kita lah dalam bisnes ni sebelum kita berjaya, apa yang kita dapat, tarikh-tarikh tertentu, yang itulah kita akan cuba kenang kembali nanti bila you dah berjaya, berada terpentas ke, naik kepada pangkat-pangkat yang tinggi, insyaAllah. So ada tak siapa-siapa yang nak bersama saya sementara ni? Jika kita ada sikit masa lagi, sampai 10:30 mungkin barangkali. Ada tak diamond executive ke, siapa yang nak melontarkan suara sikit ke? Tak ada soalan-soalan yang berkaitan dengan apa yang kita belajar pada malam. Ada tak? Ada tak? Dia nak kena panggil. Yang baru tak apa, jangan risau. Kita takkan panggil. Dan alhamdulillah lah, kita pun juga untuk pengetahuan juga, kita pun bukan daripada Malaysia je ni, kita ada juga pada wakil dari Thailand. Ada tak sesiapa yang nak join dengan saya sekejap? 1-2 minit sikit, lontarkan kata-kata ke, ataupun mungkin nak share apa-apa ke yang apa kita dapat pada malam ni ke, untuk orang lain yang mungkin terlepas pandang ke. Ada tak? Saya nampak tadi beberapa orang pun dapat terima kasih type dekat message tentang mungkin kita biar line tadi tak berapa clear, mungkin ada translate bahasa kita yang tak berfungsi sementara tadi. Ada tak siapa-siapa?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam, Abang Syam. Saya tak payah tengok nama, saya tahu Abang Syam. Ya, silakan Abang Syam. Ada apa-apa nak share malam ni sekejap?
Cuma nak bagi tahu, nak share apa yang saya dapat. Company kita ni image kita ni, company dah okey, maksudnya dah establish sejak 1984. Kemudian produk memang dah terbukti berkesan. Apa lagi? Support yang saya nak ketengahkan hari ini, maksudnya support tu daripada HQ kita di PJ di Malaysia, HQ kita dekat luar negara pun support juga. Jadi sekarang ni support dah ada, company okey, produk okey. Last sekali adalah kita sendiri. Kalau kita rasa kita nak buat, saya rasa kita kena fokus, kena buat betul-betul, sebab semua faktor dah cukup bagus. Cuma kita je bergantung pada kita. Kalau kita bagus, insya-Allah kita boleh pergi jauh. Kalau kita tak bagus, apa yang kita kena buat adalah belajar. Macam apa yang Chris tunjukkan tadi. Banyak macam contoh medsos yang platform medsos yang kita mungkin ramai yang tak guna lagi. Ramai yang tak explore lagi. Kat situ sendiri pun ilmu-ilmu yang banyak yang kita boleh belajar. Jadi bagi saya peluang dalam New Image ni, platform New Image ni sangat sesuai untuk semua orang. Bukan golongan ataupun orang-orang tertentu je. Semua orang boleh asalkan ada fokus dan belajar terus. Itu aja saya nak share malam ni.
Betul. Dan apa semua platform semua dah sediakan kan. Cuma cuma bolehlah mungkin malam ni special sikit saya minta lah siapa yang baru ke ataupun yang ada idea ke, bolehlah kemukakan idea ni kepada siapa-siapa yang bawa anda dalam bisnes ni lah. Siapa kepada leader anda yang masuk dalam ni mungkin ada idea, mungkin kita ataupun mungkin ada kekurangan ataupun pengetahuan yang mungkin perlu kita tengahkan untuk sesi-sesi akan datang ke untuk dalam Breakfast Club. Okey, satu lagi kita nak highlight juga dalam Breakfast Club juga Syam dan semua Breakfast Club ni juga kadang-kadang lah, selalu ni kita ada juga perkongsian tentang macam-macam perkara lah, lebih lagi tentang aktiviti, tentang achievement, tentang perkongsian orang-orang yang dah berjaya, contoh dia top recruitment, orang yang berjaya naik pentas untuk pangkat, untuk recognition contohnya. So benda-benda ni semua kita macam masuk Abang Syam tadi, betul, kita ada platform yang kita dah sediakan. Bukan kita sediakan, so ini all para leader lah yang dah sediakan, dan cuma dalam bisnes ni kita kena follow saja. Dan apa yang kita dapat tanpa tadi ialah application juga, ada power of application. Okay, dan cara macam mana nak buat apa semua tu semua akan disediakan insyaAllah. So ada lagi sesiapa tak? Terima kasih Abang Syam. Ada sesiapa lagi tak untuk sharekan sikit kata-kata ke? Ada tak? Ke semua dah tutup berita dah? Ada tak? Abang Nash ke ada tak? Abang Nash? Ataupun Abang Wan Izzuan ada tak? Abang Nash, silakan Abang Nash. Sikit-sikit Abang ni. Nash, kongsi sikit.
Apa dia nak kongsi?
Kongsi sikit apa dapat pada malam ni. Satu tajuk ke apa ke sikit silakan Abang Nash.
Okey. Apa yang saya boleh buat rumusan lah. Macam Mr. Chris cakap lah, kita kena menjadi master of repetition lah. Tapi untuk kita jadi master of repetition tu, kita kena belajar. So kita kena mencari ilmu, sama ada kita belajar tentang produk, kita belajar tentang compensation plan, okay, kita belajar tentang syarikat. Jadi bila kita ulang kepada prospek atau orang-orang yang kita temui itu, kita dah jadi fasih lah. Okay. Pada masa yang sama, cuma ni lah apa yang saya nak sampaikan di sini adalah setelah apa yang kita dengar dan juga tulis dan juga belajar daripada apa yang disampaikan oleh Mr. Chris dan juga top diamond leaders kita seperti Abang Nick, Kak Rina dan lain-lain, Kak Syam, Abang Kak Su dan Abang Syam semua kan. Satu je lah, cuba simpan ni lah kata-kata ni dalam minda anda. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, it comes from what you do consistently. Kejayaan tidak datang daripada apa yang anda buat sekali-sekala, InsyaAllah ia datang daripada apa yang anda buat secara konsisten. Sebab apa ilmu yang kita dapat, kalau kita tak praktikkan, kita tak latih secara konsisten, tidak akan bawa kejayaan. InsyaAllah. Itu je lah.
Terima kasih Benar, terima kasih. Baik, ringkas padat. Baik, ada ini kaum hawa ada tak lagi? Saya pada Karina tadi ada tak siapa? Boleh share sikit. Dari mana ke tak kisah. Mungkin daripada Thailand ke, daripada Kota Baru sekali lagi ke, wakil wanita ada tak untuk malam ni? Untuk lontarkan sikit suara untuk bersama saya malam ni. Jarang ni saya nak masuk ni. Ada tak? Tak apa, sementara tu kita panggil Abang Wan Izzuan, ada tak? Wan Izzuan Shah, ada tak? Ada tak Abang Wan kita? Abang Wan Izzuan? Tak ada? Ada ke tak ada?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Silakan Bawan. Sikit-sikit Bawan untuk
Masya
untuk
Allah.
kata-kata untuk yang semua ada pada malam ini.
Siapalah saya untuk bagi tips kepada semua yang ada. Cumanya sikit yang saya dapat daripada apa yang Chris present tadi ialah walaupun kita tak ada ataupun tak pandai platform seperti Facebook ke YouTube ke Instagram ke, kita tak pandai, tapi kita ada cara lain yang boleh membuatkan sharing produk kita yang seperti yang disebut oleh Chris tadilah, tell your story, tapi dengan cara menumpang orang. Kalau kita tak ada platform itu, so cara menumpang orang tu sudah pastilah kena bayar lah. Kena bayar, contohnya nak tumpang selebriti yang famous ni, kita suruh dia buat, perkenalkan ataupun promote produk kita. So itu kita terpaksa guna modal yang agak besar lah kan. Contohnya Cik Faiz ni seorang king TikTok lah contoh. Saya tak reti TikTok, so saya upah Cik Faiz, ambil lah 1,000, tolong promote produk saya. Itu satu cara jugalah. Kalau kita tak reti TikTok, ada yang tak reti nak bercakap, yang tak reti Facebook, yang tak berreti buat live Facebook ke live TikTok ke YouTube ke apa ke, boleh tumpang orang. Itu satu cara lain lah. Itu saja yang saya boleh, sebab saya sendiri tu pun bukan reti sangat sosmed ni. Tapi saya rasa itu adalah satu cara lain untuk kita promote produk kita dalam social media. Itu sajalah Cik Faiz. Idea 5 sen saya. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih Bawan Nizwan. Betul, Bawan Nizwan ni petik daripada Mr. Chris tadi sharing tentang jika kita tak faham, kita tak mahir tentang itu, dia cari orang yang mahir. Betul. Dan terima kasih Abang Iwan Nizwan. Saya nampak ada lambayan sini, lambayan dari Abang Gani. Abang Gani nak share apa-apa ke? Saya nampak Abang Gani ada melambai tadi tu di dalam. Abang Gani ada tak? Abang Gani daripada Thailand ada tak? Ada nak share apa-apa sikit ke? Ada ke? Masih dengar tak saya, suara saya? Masih dengar tak?
Jelas.
Jelas lah. Ada tak siapa lagi? Abang Gani saya nampak macam ada melambai tadi tu. Ke tertekan lambaian tu? Kalau tertekan pun tak apa. Boleh bersuara sikit Abang Gani, ada tak? Assalamualaikum Abang Gani. Tak ada, tak apa. Kita ada wakil ke dari kaum Hawa, ada tak?
Ada Dr. Vicky tu ada tu. Hai Doktor.
Doktor silakan. Dr. Vicky.
Ada ke tu?
Dr. Vicky Nain. Hai Doktor.
Kalau tak tutup pelita lagi lah.
Okay. Ada ke Dr. Vicky? Mungkin
itu
siapa lagi?
dua
Mungkin
je
daripada wanita lagi tak? Kita dua dia tinggal ni.
Wah, Alwani pun ada.
Mungkin Cik Alwani saya nampak ni ada tak? Cik Alwani Anas ada tak? Boleh share something?
Hai Alwani, thank you.
Ada kaum wanita sikit suara malam ni ada tak?
Being with us.
Tak ada juga.
Hazana ada tu. Hai Hazana. Assalamualaikum Hazana.
Ada.
Assalamualaikum.
Hazana ada. Hazana.
Assalamualaikum Abang Roni.
Abang Gani, silakan Abang Gani. Abang Gani, sedikit.
Dia makan nasi ya.
Oh, sedap.
Nasi ngoan ya tadi. Sedap tu, tak sama orang ya.
Tadi Abang Gani sepanjang Mr. Chris sharing tadi, Abang Gani okey, clear tak dengar?
Okey.
Ya, Abang Ning ada nak cakap Abang Ning?
tanya lah, nak tanya ke apa je tu.
Tu saya nak tanya tu Kak Salma tu. Saya nak panggil wanita saja. Kak Salma, silakan Kak Salma. Apa yang Kak Salma dapat something sikit hari ni, malam ni? Sikit Kak Salma.
Ni apa lagi?
Sama, ada lagi ke? Ataupun mungkin Kak Salma sekali dengan Kak Sah, dengan Kak Jah, sekali 3 orang boleh tak?
Pak Is.
Sekali sikit masa lagi.
Pak Is, boleh banyak malam ni.
Ya.
Okey lah, Chris cakap
Boleh banyak.
tu.
Sikit-sikit tentang apa yang Kak Salma mungkin boleh highlight sikit.
Saya boleh ni lah, ilmu ni lah, boleh. Kapo
Kakak sebentar. Chris, iaitu tu boleh tu, iaitu apa, industri ni email ni sama dengan Klik, sama
Hai
dengan
apa hari ni kami buat di
medical. Mana kata tak kita ni email ni satu industri yang quality. Pak Is, yang quality. Makna kata produk daripada ni email tu setiap jenis tu ada quality lah.
Betul.
Ya.
Ya betul abang Gani. Cantik. So maknanya produk dah ready, support company dah ready, dah ada.
Pak Is, cara-cara anti-aging kan? Saya sangat terlekat dengan anti-aging. Anti-aging.
Ya, salah satu.
Sebab
bagi video yang kita nampak tadi sharing.
Ya. Sangat terlekat lah.
Ya, betul begini.
Mudah-mudah kita nak
lihat video kita.
Dengar tak?
Betul. Tu kan.
Ya.
Boleh dengar. Silakan.
Berkenaan dengan aging tu lah. Jadi kita sebagai penghebah, mana kata kita kena buatlah diri kita sebagaimana aging tu. Dan berat badan tu, kita kena pisahlah diri kita tu jadi model.
Betul. Mana kita gunakan betul produk tentang dua perkara tu lah.
Ya.
Sebab tadi salah satu video yang nampak dikongsi oleh Chris tadi pun ada yang share tentang umur juga, lebih muda kan.
Sebab itu Faid, pagi tadi saya pergi beli nasi kerabu lah. Jadi penjual nasi kerabu tu
lain bagian ni tak okey ke ataupun lain saya ni?
Tak bunyi. Saya di dapur.
Okay.
Di dapur. Pagi tadi saya pergi beli nasi kerabu di sebuah pasaran. Maka orang penjual tu dia tanya saya, kata umur berapa? Saya rayak tak umur 60 dah. Oh, dia kata nampak hebat, nampak muda ya, nampak gagah, nampak ada tenaga. Dia tanya saya seterusnya, dia tu order lah satu tin alfa-lipid. Mana kata kita dapat menjadi menjadi contoh kepada dia. Ini sangat penting juga tu, selain pada social media kita sendiri pun nak ada juga.
Ya, maknanya background ni sebut tentang tell the story, tell your story. Maknanya ada tadi dalam presentation juga. Tell your story. Betul. Bila mereka nampak background ni kan, cerita tentang cerita bagian ni, betul. Ada lagi Abang Gani nak share kan? Terima kasih Abang Gani.
Tak ada dah, tak ada.
Terima kasih.
Ya.
Tak ada dah. Okey, terima kasih Abang Gani sharing. Ada juga tips yang Abang Gani sebut tadi, apa yang dah present oleh Chris Cooper. Tell your story pun ada juga. Okey, baik. Ada lagi tak? Mungkin atau permintaan ni. Ada Kak Sainah ada tak Kak Sainah? Kak Sainah ada tak sini Kak Sainah? Sekejap. Kak Sainah, ada ke?
Ya, Assalamualaikum.
Ya, Kak Sainah. Sikit Kak Sainah. Wakil wanita, sikit tentang apa yang Kak Sainah dapat pada malam ini.
Yalah, macam I pun macam tersentak jugalah bila dia cakap kita.
Yang lain dengar tak suara Kak Sainah?
Kuat sikit.
Ini tak berapa sihat ni.
Sihat, tak apa. Tak apa Kak Sainah.
Macam dia cakap apa ni, tersentak juga bila dia cakap jangan kata kita tak tahu nak buat social media kan. Contoh-contoh yang dia bagi kan. Orang lain dia post je apa ni, posting orang pun boleh dapat view banyak kan. So bila dah tahu teknologi macam ni sekarang, walaupun kita rasa malu, kita rasa macam tak tahu, rasanya memang kena buat jugalah kan.
Ya, betul.
Sakit tekak lah, dah 2 hari dah. Test COVID tak ada apa-apa.
Nak ambil lebih sikit Mu4 Kak Sainah tengok.
Itulah. Mu4 tak order lagi, dah habis.
Baik, tak apa. Terima kasih banyak. At least kat situ pun kita boleh dengar suara Kak Sainah. Terima kasih Kak Sainah sharing. Betul. Banyak sebenarnya source, banyak cara sebenarnya, tak apa. Mungkin ini saja kita dapat kongsi pada malam ni lah. Kita pada 10.40 malam. So, okay. Seperti biasalah, kita akan ada breakfast club pada setiap pagi. Cuma sekarang ni kalau boleh, saya highlight sekali lagi. Dan saya sebenarnya agak gembira juga pada malam ini sebab dipanggil punctuality lah. Atas kalau kita start pukul 9 malam, so ramai dah join dalam kita punya Zoom. Super juga macam mungkin Kak Rina selalu beritahu kita punya breakfast club BFC kita start pada pukul 9 pagi. Jika ada kelapangan lah, minta kita masuk dalam link Zoom yang sama. Seperti pada malam ni juga, kita jumpa pada besok pagi lah. Dan insyaAllah, macam saya sebut tadi, kalau ada mana-mana individu dalam ni yang perlukan mungkin info-info tertentu yang mungkin pernah kita share tapi kita nak lebih faham, boleh message lah, boleh minta kepada leader masing-masing, dan mungkin leader masing-masing itu akan highlight kepada Kak Rina atau Puan ni untuk kita pastikan apa yang kurang faham tu kita fahamkan. Dan seperti yang saya highlight juga tadi, anggaplah ini satu family, satu keluarga, dan inilah masa dan platform dan tempat bilik yang perlu kita bersama-sama setiap hari Selasa dan Jumaat khususnya. Dan kalau boleh dapat luangkan sedikit masa, paling kurang pun 3 kali seminggu ke dalam breakfast club, insyaAllah. Dan event juga, banyak juga event yang disediakan. Macam saya sebut tadi, apa-apa semua kalau ada yang mana ada tertinggal untuk mencatat, boleh tanyalah kepada siapa yang invite anda dalam bisnes ni. InsyaAllah kita akan update selalu. InsyaAllah kita berjumpa lagi. InsyaAllah tak ada apa lagi yang kita nak highlight malam ni. Yang boleh rehat dah untuk hari Selasa ni, dan kita seterusnya besok pagi kita insyaAllah pada jam 9 pagi kita jumpa di Breakfast Club di platform yang sama. Semoga apa yang kita dapat pada malam ini, terima kasih banyak semua yang hadir. Terima kasih banyak atas usaha menjemput, mempromot Zoom kita pada malam ini dengan jaya insyaAllah. Dan highlightlah kalender anda hari Jumaat ini dan hari Selasa depan. Kita ada lagi tampilkan beberapa lagi speaker yang pada saya pastinya ada banyak benda yang kita boleh jadikan sebagai panduan dalam bisnes ini insyaAllah. Dan dari saya, tak ada apa lagi. Kita berjumpa lagi insyaAllah pada Zoom yang akan datang. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.